What? What? What'd you say? Do, do, do. What? What? What'd you say?
Heading downtown to pick up valve stem caps and see a friend for coffee. It's only about 11 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. I'm hoping Tom comes over today, so I want to get this done early. I should probably stop at the farmer's market, see if I can get some goodies there. There's some stuff that's open all the time, not just when the market's on. Anyway, time to get on and ride. These are the valve stem caps that I had to pick up today. And there is my coffee from my lovely waitress. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, that was an unexpectedly pretty coffee. This is the Underground Cafe in Saskatoon. They have an extensive indoor area for people that don't like the weather, and for people who do, they have this incredible courtyard. Look at this. That's my bike out there. And I expect come summer that these vines, yeah, I see some leaves already starting way up there. These vines are just going to be covered in green. And the awning was the missing touch. Now with this awning available, this space is just going to be pleasant. My friend Christine took me to see her treatment studio where she's renting space to do massage and Reiki and similar. And I wound up volunteering to do the camera work for her commercial so she can put a website commercial out. So that's kind of exciting. It looks like we're going to do it sometime next week. And she has somebody other than me to do the editing, which is good because editing's the hard part. And that's what I told her. I said, don't pay me for the camera work. It's fun for me. But do pay the editor for the editing work because that's work. So the visit with Christine went well. I gotta pause this music. The visit with Christine went well. I'm going to help her out with camera work for a commercial she's doing. And Tom is here. We're eating some spinach omelet and drinking this new honey mead wine that I found at the farmer's market. And my marvelous egg creams that just hit its peak of perfection just now. The weather outside today is very wet and gray. The wind is blowing strong. I cannot rhyme so long. It's a very wet, windy, gray day. It's dark and I have the house lights on. And the wind is howling strongly enough about the eaves to make me feel okay about staying home and staying in and staying warm and quiet. It's one of the reasons I like rain. It's always a good excuse to just relax. I find a good rain can drown out a lot of noise too and just give you a nice quiet. Even though it's loud, it's quiet because it's rain instead of a million different machines. It's so good to be clean. Fresh shave. Scratched my scalp clean. I don't use shampoo actually. I use conditioner straight up at the outset. I let it sit on there and soak into the dirt. I scratch the dirt out and my hair comes out light and fluffy. It feels so good to be clean. I loves it. You know, I think the motivation for people who play mind games with other people is as simple as proving that other people don't have the emotional self-control of an adult in order to stop feeling ashamed that those people don't have self-control. I think the people who play mind games are the ones who do not have personal self-emotional control. And they play those mind games to cause other adults to lose their temper, because of course we do it as a demonstration because we think that that's going to communicate better than sane, logical, quiet words. And so we ramp up the emotional display in order to try and cross the divide with this emotionally volatile person who is doing it to us not because they don't know better as they pretend, but because they want that emotional display to justify their own lack of emotional self-control. That's a tough one to fix.
Doing, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Sitting out here, up off the floor, protected in your basket. Fresh air and sunshine. Let's get you up off the edge so you can jump in and out. There you go. There you go. The tires and rims get changed on the 28th. And won't that be lovely? So she's been rinsed. She's had the dust rinsed off. Now she has to have actual scrubbing done to bring the shine back, the polish. And this stuff needs to be, as well as scrubbed, it needs to have that plastic oil put on it to put the black back in it. So that's today's goal. Make her pretty again.
What was that? I know you heard that. There, that was something. What? Did you say my fish is dead? He's only sleeping. He likes to sleep on his back.
Well, the basic wash and polish is complete.
That's not music.
All I really have to do now is put treatment on the plastic and leather. So, bonus plus. Put it back in because it's
What
muddy
is
out there.
music?
We don't have a real driveway.
Is it like a fish who sleeps on his back? What? Look, the fish is awake.
The interior will have to wait for another day, because I have to remember that my energies may not be up to the whole task. So I'm going to divide it. Look, there's a spider hanging from a thread here. Oh, down face level. Arms outspread. Ready to catch. I'm going to build a web across here. Now I just scared it breathing on it. I like to give them room. I've been smoking chicken. It's very brown. The handle broke though. I gotta replace my smoker. This thing is just so far gone. Let's see what we can learn. Oh. Yes, yes. Oh, it's gonna be good. Dan had to stop to go pick up a check at work. But that's what he's doing. He's putting down this floor here. And then this is the stuff that's going to go on it. And this has this lovely feature of having cork backing. And it's about as good for a vinyl tile plank as you can get, I guess. It's like this is the best quality, and he got it at wholesale because he works at through the store. It's going to have, because the cork and the insulation, this floor is going to be quite nice, and it'll make driving down the road a lot more comfortable too. And there won't be as much draft up the ankles. Yeah. Then we can get back to work on the bus too once the floor is in. It's kind of been getting in the way waiting for it. Hey Bunny, how do you like being outside in your little pen? Hiya. Pretty lively old boy, aren't you? Yeah. The pen's not very big, but it includes lots of things to chew. Some fine green grasses. Nom nom nom. And then there's this sort of a burrow thing made with sticks that I got made for him to hide in. So he can go in there and hide away, even in the heat of the day. See, and he's sheltered from above because of this tree. And he's sheltered from the side with the fence. Pretty safe place. How to carry a small rabbit one-handed. His back is against my shoulder so he can't arch it, leaving him immobilized and safe. Smoking. Ooh, look at that color. Oh, that's amazing. Yesterday's barbecue smoking was a grand adventure, and the food was juicy and tender and flavorful, and I'm just so pleased. First smoking session of the season went well. Dan is continuing to work on the floor. He's got most of the subfloor in. He's pretty much demolishing everything that was built, but all of it was built pretty shoddy, so we'll just have to see what comes of it. And I have to go out and do some shopping. One thing, I'm going to get a new barbecue smoker because the current one has just, I fell on it once, so it's been bent back into shape. All of the plastic is now heat damaged and crumbling. The thermometer never did work. It's all rusty, and they only cost $80. So it's time for a new one, and that one can go to the metal recycler. So I'm going to do that, and I've got grocery listing to do. I've got chores today. So yeah, I'm not in a talkative mood these days. So that's the old one. It's been falling on and mucked about, and the handles are all busted up and it's rusty, and so yeah, that's the end of that one. And this is the new one. A little thicker, a little sturdier. It's got thick legs. So I'm going to assemble this, and I'm not going to film it because I just want to put it together. Well, there you go, the old and the new, and it looks like they're not that far apart in size. The new one's porcelain coated where this was just painted. And what you've got for the two racks is you like that. The idea behind that being that with this out, you can use that as a fire pit. Or you can put that coal bowl up at the top and use it for a regular grill. Now this one's not the same in that respect, but you probably could put the fire bowl down here if you wanted to and use it as a grill. But I don't want to use it as a grill. I use it as a barbecue smoker. That's what I use it for. That's how I like to use it. So down there is the fire bowl, and then you've got your steam bowl, and then you got your food and more food, and the lid. And maybe this time I'll have a working thermometer, because the thermometer on the old one never worked. So I'm pretty thrilled. It's a much better quality, much sturdier. This one was always very wobbly and shaky and scary, and yeah, bonus. $10 more. And I used that one for long enough. I got a lot of life out of it. So Dan's got the subfloor laid in. He's cleaned up the seams and given them a hit of glue, and now the fancy funky flooring is going in. It's going to look a lot better and last this time. Yeah, it's going to be a good floor. What's not to love about this sculpture? Now the points on that thing freak me out, because I keep thinking that something is going to fall out of the sky and get impaled. But the dingle dangle jingle jangle, I like that. Blows and jangles in the wind. So I haven't done the grocery shopping yet, but I have taken the old smoker away to the metal recycler and got ash all over my car because I was too stupid to dump the old coals. And I'm not sure, but I think one of them was still alive, because there's a tiny little scorch hole that I've never noticed before in my carpet. I picked these up at the grocery store today. I picked up the flowers too, but these are solar garden lights that look like balloons. Aren't they fun? So here's how I've decided to Netflix and chill. I've got my tablet computer with Bluetooth headphones. I've got my mocha soda, and I've got my pile of branches and twigs and my tools, and I'm cutting them into this tiny little pile of tiny little bits, which are then a lot easier to deal with. Nice, peaceful, quiet way to spend some time outside doing something useful. Grandma work. And here's the floor Dan is building. Well, he listens to Alex Jones.
Yeah.
We all have our entertainments. Oh, I'm so glad you like that. Oh, you like this. Oh, okay. I thought you were using my miter saw. Okay. Nice floor though, wasn't it? Look at that. Look at that. It's got transition stuff. He's going to cover up that edge. It's wonderful, wonderful. Well insulated, warm. So they have a surprise pop-up wandering market today. They've decided they've got the energy to come to town and bring us some good food, and they put up an order form, and I wonder how many of us jumped on it. I did. So I'm going to head over to Tom's in about an hour. It's 1 o'clock. I'm just finishing up my lunch. And then we'll hang out for a bit, and then we'll go, and he's going to help me load the car and unload the car and stuff, because there's going to be things that weigh more than I can pick up. So I need to bring somebody who is not fresh out of surgery. I want to show you Timmy's haircut. Hey, Timmy. Look at your new haircut. Yeah. Look at you. You've got an elfin little face. Show us your elfin face. Oh, precious. When I cut his hair off the other day, it took him 2-3 hours to adjust to the change in the way he felt. He was all unhappy and shivery and like, something's wrong with my body. It doesn't feel normal. It was a shock, because it had been over a year since the last time I'd given him a proper shave. I think he wanted to keep the hair on his back, so maybe next time we won't cut it off. I just love being able to see his cute little face. I wonder if I can get him to show you his cute little face. There you go. Likes that smoked chicken. We're having smoked chicken leftovers for lunch. Oh, you eat more? There's my cute little buddy. There goes the fork. I better pick that up, huh? Beautiful old elm tree. Or is that a maple? I think it's an elm. Oh, wait, ain't we been having fun? It's a good thing I like driving and that I'm in a good mood. So I was going over to Tom's house only to find out that he was late getting home, still needed to eat and shower. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait at home for you then. At which point he says, oh, the bus just broke down. So I says, well, I'll come get you and drive you to your place. So he sends me, he misspells the name of the street he's on twice. The second time giving me a cross street because I can't find the street he's on for anything. So I plug it into my Google Maps, and I think my Google Maps figured it out, or I figured it out, but I had a senior moment. Didn't recognize that it was pointing to this neighborhood, and I thought it was pointing to that neighborhood. So I went to the south end of the city when I should have been going to the north central. And by the time I got it all sorted out, a new bus arrived, and I think as I drove past it, the bus that was unloading passengers by his place was Tom's bus, and he was probably on it. So I says to him, well, you know, you head home, and I'm going to go to the mall and kill some time so you've got some time to yourself, so you can shower and eat and stuff. And then, yeah, because he's got a busy day, and it sounds like it's a bad day, and I know he doesn't like the heat. So I'm hoping 45 minutes with his kitty and some quiet will do him good. So I'm at the mall, and looks like there's been some major construction changes, so I may not need to do any shopping to entertain myself. I don't think there's any place here that sells the matchstick blinds I need for my bus anyway. So there it is. There's the floor. It's good and solid. No sponginess. Lots of insulation and lots of give too. Like, it's funny that it's got give without being spongy, you know? It's beautiful. Reminds me of those horsehair sprung dance rooms, which were designed to reduce fatigue on your legs because they had give in the entire floor and flex. That's how this feels. Nice. I do love a good backyard fire. And the new smoker makes a very nice, good backyard fire. But I always get bored before the wood burns down. After you've roasted a couple of marshmallows and listened to a few tunes, what's left to do? You start thinking, if I go inside and sit by my computer, I can watch Netflix. But then, you know, the wood's not finished burning. But I like a backyard fire anyway. So, let me turn my music back on.
Or is it so dumb it's freaky?